very welcome back. Now, dubbed the first celebrity chef, Pierre became both the youngest and the first ever chef to be awarded 3 Michelin stars. With the restaurant back on our screens this Thursday, I caught up with the man himself to talk all things gastronomy, along with his dream dinner date.
The restaurant is back and the judges are as tough as ever.
Do you think we have an arsonist in the kitchen? Let a celebrity loose and anything can happen.
Pierre, it's a pleasure to see you again.
It's nice to be in your company.
We are very excited because, of course, we're talking all things the restaurant here today. I always get the sense when you are here in Dublin and in Ireland, you genuinely enjoy your time here.
Well, firstly, Ireland, Dublin, it's one of my favourite countries in the world. And in many ways, and in a strange sort of way, it's like going back home to Yorkshire. Because I always think of the Irish people being a little like the Yorkshire people. They're very black and white, they're very honest, they're highly emotional, they're beautifully charming, and it's like coming on holiday. Even though I'm meant to be working at the moment,
yes,
doing the restaurant show, yes, to be quite honest, it's like doing a dating show. I just sit and have dinner with Rachel every night, and she's very beautiful and very charming and very charismatic and very intelligent.
Yes.
And we just sit there, we forget about all the cameras, we forget about all the diners, and we just sit there and have dinner.
For anyone who's joining this fresh, the restaurant is full of diners, and there's the judges' table, where you have Rachel as your other judge.
My date.
Your date, okay. And then you have a guest judge, or a guest critic.
That's right.
Okay.
Interference with our dinner.
Talk us through the preparation that the contestant goes through, because this is a high-pressure scenario for someone who's very much outside their comfort zone, Marco.
So think of this. An individual who is in the public eye, who loves food, loves to cook, loves to share, chooses to be a cook on the restaurant show. Can you imagine their morning? They get up really early. Their driver brings them to the courtyard. They get changed into their chef's whites. They put their apron on, they tie their string, they pop on their chef's hat. This is about 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. They walk into a kitchen which they've never entered before. Reality must dawn on them. There's all that food which has got to be prepared. A full restaurant has to be fed.
This is like a different person cooked it to the refined, I don't know, the fish.
Do you think they've got a Jekyll and Hyde personality?
Have you got a Jekyll and Hyde personality?
No!
How's it really?
Do you have the spice bag in the UK?
No.
I think it's a Dublin thing. Isn't that more Dublin? What you order from the chippers on your way home from Coppers, isn't it?
What are the most common mistakes that we make in the kitchen?
Well, the problem is, with most cooks, whether they're boys or girls, they allow emotions into the kitchen. Emotions are always for the bedroom. When you're in the kitchen, you have to stay focused and you do your job. It's as simple as that. And that is the biggest mistake most cooks do.
Really?
They bring the emotions into the kitchen.
What about our portion sizes, particularly in Ireland? Do we overload our plates?
Well, I like generosity because generosity retains heat. I'm not into these restaurants that serve these little small portions, little canopies on plates. They look pretty, but they never deliver. But that's the beauty of wearing glasses in the kitchen. They make the portions look larger.
The illusion.
That's amazing. Sometimes I look at a plate of food and think, wow, that's large. I take off my glasses and it's perfectly
totally different.
normal. But the food in Ireland is very generous. And I'm a great believer that generosity should be your presentation.
As a mother who's trying to cook for 3 little ones in kind of a busy kitchen, is there one staple dinner everyone should know how to cook?
I think what's important, especially when cooking at home, I think it's one pot cuisine.
Okay.
Because remember, mothers, fathers, we all have busy lives. So therefore, when you can put everything in a pot, whether it's a risotto, whether it's a big pot of pasta, or whether it's a great stew, bang, and allow the oven to do the work. And let's be honest, food in a pot has more flavour than food in a bag.
And your last supper, what would that be, Marco?
I think when it gets to that stage in the game, it's not important. I think what's important is the people you sit with and the people you spend that last bit of time of life with.
The company.
Exactly. I think that's what's important. But I'm a very simple eater. And so sometimes I may just have a ham sandwich with some good mustard, a cup of tea, or I might have a simple omelette.
Wow.
I'm a very,
so it's about
very,
paring
very
it
simple
back
eater.
to basics.
And I like eating with my fingers, really, or just a fork.
Okay.
Having to use a knife makes it a job.
Too much hard work.
I like to.
Ideal dinner date?
Rachel Allen, the best, entertaining, amusing, emotionally intelligent, funny, and most importantly, knows food.
Knows food. Brilliant. Marco, pleasure to meet you again.
Can I just say, it's always a pleasure, even though you spelled my name incorrectly.
I did not.
You did. I learnt two things as a child. One, never to sneeze when you hide, and secondly, never smile when you're fibbing, and you are smiling. I know the camera's not on you, but you did spell my name wrong. I know you told me off looking at your notes. I couldn't read your questions, but I saw my name.
It's a scroll. Thank you,
darling.
Marco.
Your beautiful company.
Service! They're literally just talking and talking and talking and talking.
Do you think they've got a Jekyll and Hyde personality?
I feel like the soup is a mistake. You just pick it up and eat it. That's Halloween sorted.
There you have it. And the restaurant starts on Thursday night on Virgin Media 1.